afternoon, Internet. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm joined by my friend, Sergeant Silverback. This is the TikTok famous rubber monkey dude. You know, they throw him off a building and it squishes his face and he goes, ah, you know. He's got his goofy little face afterwards. So we're gonna see just how bulletproof he is. But before we do that, I'm gonna be shooting 22 with the Thompson Contender that I have, but I know what you're thinking. The Thompson Contender that you have is a 44 Magnum. How are you gonna shoot a 22 out of it? And that's the crazy part. You can actually swap out the barrels with the Thompson Contender, and you can swap out the barrels and shoot different calibers. So I also have a 22 caliber barrel with it. I've never shot in the 22 caliber just because I always thought it was silly to have a single shot break barrel 22. I thought that was silly. I've got my Beretta 22, I've got my Heritage Rough Rider 22 that it can hold a lot more than one, so I never really saw a point. But there seems to be a pattern with the firearms I've been getting recently, and everything's break barrel. So we might as well just try out the break barrel option today for the 22 long rifle. I'll show you quickly how to switch out the barrels on the Thompson Contender, and we will get the party started. Alright, so all you're really going to need to switch out the barrels on the Thompson Contender is a flathead screwdriver. So you've got these two flathead screws holding on the, I guess you can use it as a hand guard, holding on the this front wood trim, whatever you would call that, furniture. So we're just going to pull those screws. That'll just come right off. We've got this pin right here. Crack the barrel open. I use a screwdriver. You just push that pin through, like so. There's the 44 Magnum barrel. Put that aside. Pull out the 22 LR barrel and slip that in. And in case you're wondering how that's going to work, because a 22 long rifle cartridge is a rim fire, and a 44 Magnum is a center fire. Let me get this furniture on real quick. Alright, so now we have the 22 long rifle. That might even auto eject. That's pretty neat. So right here up with the safety switch, you've got a C and a R for center and rim. You just switch that over to R and it's now a rim fire option. So we'll get our little container of 22 out, and sure enough, now this thing's ready to shoot 22. So obviously I'm not going to start off by shooting the monkey. He's going to be saved for last. So I got this little piece of metal that I spray painted red so that I can see it better because I am blind. I'm going to set this up on my little target stand over there. We'll take a couple cracks at it with the 22 and maybe shoot something else. I don't know. Alrighty, so I'm kind of banking on this. Dang mosquitoes. I'm kind of banking on this not being too loud, so I'm not going to throw on my hearing protection quite yet. So right there I got my little piece of metal set up. And we're going to take a shot at it. Got it. Also, it does not auto eject. It makes me do it. Alrighty, as you can see, there is a slight bulge on the back. I hope you could see that. And it did leave quite a pretty mark on the front. So I'm going to whip out the 9mm because that's our next step up. I will write on here .22 LR. Cool beans. Is my Springfield Hellcat Pro. This is my daily carry. I love this thing. This is Smith & Wesson 115 grain full metal jacket. This is just like training rounds. Alrighty, this is 9mm versus the little red thing. Got it. So that did quite a bit more, you know, to be expected. So we will get this labeled. There's the front side. Alrighty, so I believe the next step up would be 410. If you watch my shorts, you've already seen this, but this is my Harrington and Richardson break barrel 410 bore little shotgun. Pretty neat little gun. So I've got a little variety of ammunitions. I didn't plan on making this video, so I shot all my 1 ounce or my ½ ounce slugs. So I do have triple aught buck, which is, you know, 3 little marbles in there, as you can see right there. See it? All right, so I'm gonna pop this in. I'm gonna try to keep it away from the other 2 holes, or the other 2 hits on that little sheet of metal. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Alrighty, this is 410 bore triple aught buck. Neato little thing about this. Whew, auto eject. Thompson, what are you doing? Just about as much as the 9mm. It's right up there. That's looks like I only hit with one of the, I don't even know what you call it, pellets. One of the pellets. Alrighty, so the last caliber we're gonna shoot that little piece of metal with is obviously 44 Magnum. So I reloaded these. These are 200 grain Hornady XTP jacketed hollow points. I've got 27.3 grains of IMR 4227 behind it. So this should, if it does not explode in my face, this should be about 1500 feet per second. So that's a hell of a lot faster than anything else we've been shooting so far. So I will pause this, I'll get my barrel switched back over, and we'll be right back to it. Alrighty, so for the last round we're going to shoot into that little steel plate. I've got the 44 Magnum 1500 FPS. So obviously I got to switch this back to center fire because we're no longer shooting 22 out of it, and I'm kind of nervous about this one, so hopefully I don't die. The handle's getting kind of loose. I'll have to tighten that. All right, 44 Magnum, 1500 feet per second versus little tiny thin piece of steel. All right. Well, I had quite a bit more oomph, as you can see. It completely blew apart my board I was using to hold up that little thing. Completely removed 22 from the map. Yeah, so that 200 grain jacketed hollow point took what was in its way and sent it on over yonder, over there, somewhere over there. There's pieces of this piece of metal. Awesome. So, excuse me, you're about halfway through the video. If you made it this far, you obviously must enjoy what you're seeing. So, if you could do me a favor and leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, I would very much appreciate it. If we get 35 likes on this video and 3 comments, I will, I don't know, take a shot glass of hot sauce or something. I will ingest hot sauce without a burrito, just for you guys. Alrighty. So I'm glad that ended in my favor. So I'm going to introduce to you the next target. This was my white elephant gift from a couple years ago. It's this little porcelain matador dude. You know, the guys that go, "Woo, Toro," and the bulls come running by and all angry and stuff. Yeah, so we're gonna remove him from existence today. Sadly, him, I think. I don't know, kind of looks like a lady, but who am I to judge? Alrighty, so my handle is making its way to being not on there anymore. So for the sake of speed, I'm not going to put the furniture on the bottom. So this is 22 long rifle versus our little Matador friend down there. Whew! His head is gonzo bonzo. So it looks like not only his head is gone, but he's no longer going to have any back pain. So that's a plus for him. So we will work our way up once again. Next up, 9mm. Springfield Hellcat Pro versus our little headless Matador friend over there. Basically just blew his arms off, blew his cape off. So we're going to take a step up to 410. Alrighty, so instead of slugs this time, I'm going to use the number 4 shot, 410 bore. Removed quite a bit of him. Now we'll move on to the triple buck. See if we can just make him disappear. Sure. Enough. Look at that, one leg standing. So this is when we're going to see how accurate I am. I'm going to use the triple buck and see if I can just remove his leg there. Just his leg. I want the base to still be there. Alright, so the base is gone too. Well, there's some of the base still. So we'll send one more number 4 shot. Quite a bit of dirt. We're just going to clean off that flagstone there. There's just a little bit more there. See if we can clean off the powder. If you can't tell, I like shooting this 410.
2 more pieces. I hit it, but it didn't go all the way off, so we're gonna keep going until we get her. Got that one off. 1 shot, last piece. Let's see if we can get her.
And there you have it. We officially made our little Matador bro disappear. Yeah. Next target we got is this black spray paint. It's really nice spray paint. I like this spray paint, but it just don't spray no more. But it's full, so we're just gonna remove it from existence, I guess. 9mm for this little paint fiend. Whew, right next to it. Obviously he's magic, dodging all my bullets. I'm gonna give myself 2 more or else I'm just gonna go home. Well, I got it. It almost attacked me. Got it right through the base there. We're just gonna do the same thing we did with the Matador, and we're just gonna de-atomize him. Oh man. Well, that's not awesome. I got black spray paint all over my nice jeans. Why do I do what I do? I guess play stupid games, win stupid prizes, right? We got our number 4 shot against our spray paint can. I can still see him back there. I'm just going to shoot him where he stands. I think I got him. Here's what's left of our little friend black spray paint can. The little marble's gone. Sounds like there's some number 4 shot in there. Moving on. Last but not least, the moment you all have been waiting for. Sergeant Silverback. And he's gonna go on a valiant mission to Valhalla. Alright, first shot, we're gonna shoot him right in the belly with the 22. I don't know if I'm gonna shoot any more 44 today. The handle was really not good. Alright, 22 long rifle versus Sergeant Silverback. Oh. I saw a sand fly, but I do not see any holes. We just popped a pesky zit that he's been dealing with. So I'm going to take one more shot, try to hit him in the stomach with the 22, and then we'll move on. Alright, so I think I got him that time. So here's his little tiny entry wound. You can see it squirting out some sand there. And so there's his zit that we popped right there on his lip. There's the exit wound. I do not see an exit wound for his chest hole. So that's pretty cool. So turns out Sergeant Silverback will stop a 22 long rifle. Let's see if he can stop a 9mm. Sergeant Silverback versus 9mm. I think I just hit him in the shoulder, so I'm gonna go right down his no square. Got him. Looks like I did hit him in the shoulder with that first one. I must have just grazed him somehow because I do not see an exit wound or really any entry wound. There's a little bit of a gash there on him. A second shot just skimmed his back, just cut him open a little bit. I want to hit this guy's center mass, see if it'll stop in there like the 22 did. So I got him set up there again. We got one more shot. So hopefully I don't miss this, but I'm going to try to hit him center mass. I've got all that sand collected in the gut. We'll see if it can stop 9mm. Looks like I did hit him. This one's kind of hard to tell. I don't know if I ricocheted and hit him. That might even be it there. Okay, looks like I got him right there. So there's his 9mm hole. You can tell because it's bigger than the 22 hole. And do not see an exit wound. Well, maybe that's it. There's something that came out here. Maybe it fragmented and there's a fragment there. I'm not really seeing. Cut his foot open pretty good on that one round. I am really not seeing an exit wound from the 9mm. So for the sake of our hero, Sergeant Silverback here, we're going to say that he can stop a 9mm. Next up, we're going to hit him with number 4 shot, 410. Oh, this is Winchester Super X, by the way. Sergeant Silverback versus number 4 shot, 410. Quite a bit of pepper in on the front. Gave him a bunch of new nipples. You see all those little holes, but no new exit wounds. So Sergeant Silverback has a lot of number 4 shot in him, but he could technically stop a shotgun. So we're gonna hit him with the triple aught buck next. Aught buck versus our friend Sergeant Silverback. Center mass. Got him. And I think I was off camera for that one, so I apologize for that. Don't die on me yet. So it looks like we've got 1, 2, and 3. And looks like Oh, okay, that's just a little scuff. So you can see this is where he was up against the wood. There's no hole there, so it must have just pinned his skin against the wood and left a little mark. But he did eat triple aught buck like a champ. I'll do one shot of the 44 Magnum. If it breaks in my hand, I'm gonna be very sad. Genuinely quite surprised that so far Sergeant Silverback has stopped 22 long rifle, he has stopped 9mm, he has stopped triple aught buck 410, as well as 410 number 4 shot, and we're going to see if he could stop 1500 feet per second 44 Magnum. Alrighty, so we've got Sergeant Silverback versus 240 grain. 240 grain, no, this is 200 grain. Hornady XTP, jacketed hollow point, traveling at 1500 feet per second. Straight to the gut. This will be the last 44 round I shoot because my handle is not wanting to handle anymore. Dang bugs in my face. Alrighty, Sergeant Silverback versus 44 Magnum. Good golly. I might have overloaded just a tad on that one. That was a hell of a lot spicier than 1500 feet per second. Thankfully, I still have my hands. My gun is still in sort of one piece. Oh no. No effing way. You have got to be kidding me. Sergeant Silverback, massive gaping entry wound, absolutely no exit wound. That's from the 9mm, skimming him. There is no exit wound. Sergeant Silverback just stopped. He just stomached. It's pretty warm in there too. Can I find it in there? I'll look for it later. Sergeant Silverback just stomached a 44 Magnum, traveling at probably over 1500 feet per second. He is an absolute beast. Literally, absolute beast. I think I found a chunk. That looks like a wad from the 410. I think I found it. There is. That's either a shot from the 410 or that is part of the hollow point. Just dug that out of his belly. Let's see if I can find anything else. It's kind of warm up here in his shoulder. I'm feeling larger fragments, but there it is. I found it. He ate that frickin' 44 Magnum. He absolutely ate that 44 Magnum. He ate it, and he just spit it out. He says, I do not care about your 1500 feet per second. I am a soldier, or something like that. Absolute beast. This one's warm, so I'm assuming it's from the 44 Magnum as well. Absolute beast. Now this, at this point in, you know, gun tubers videos, they'd bring out a frickin' 50 BMG, but I'm not that guy, so I think we're just gonna shoot him until there's nothing left. I'll fill him with some, you know what? We'll see if he can stop the self-defense rounds. I'm sure he can. He's eating everything up to this point. Like an absolute beast. We'll see if he can stop this is Hornady's. Oh man, I don't even remember what it's called. It's their fancy concealed carry bullet. We'll see if he can stop this. I'm sure he will, because he's a freaking baller at this point. Right there in the neck. Shot him right there in the neck. No exit wound. That's not even where all the sand was at. That doesn't make any sense. So, in other words, this rubber gorilla that you can buy for $8.99, hypothetically, if you strap this bad boy to your chest, you'll be fine in most battles. I don't know about green tip, but I don't have any of that to shoot this guy with. So, without further ado, we're gonna see if that's a big if, we can kill Sergeant Silverback. We're just gonna set him up, and we are just going to round after round of 44 Magnum until I'm out of ammo or there's nothing left. So we'll start off with the last 2 rounds of triple-aught buck. Blew a little bit of his brains out there. He still looks in one piece. Now we're on to number 4 shot. Got some of Sergeant Silverback's dust on the 44 shells, and they're not ejecting. They're not 44, 410. That's what I meant to say. I think he's out of frame, so I'm just going to send him back up. So far, he's still in one piece. Remarkably. Oh, I don't know if you can see. Yep, you can still see him there. Got some bloodshed on that one. Absolutely incredible. He's still in pretty much one piece. Absolutely nuts. Just for the fun of it, we're going to hit him with a couple more rounds of the quantity defense, whatever. It took approximately $200 worth of ammunition to even make Sergeant Silverback no longer have a silverback. Absolutely incredible just how much this man took. I got him right between the eyes with that one. Absolutely insane. And his insides are warm as anything I have ever felt. We're gonna dump some of this out, see if we can't find any bullets. Or here's some number 4. Here's some little lead chunks. Here's a little, oh, missed it. Little number 4 shot there. I'm sure I'm dropping a whole lot of it. Absolutely insane. Absolute madness what Sergeant Silverback took today, and basically laughed at us. That is just incredible. I definitely did not have that high of hopes for the TikTok gorilla. Hey, this is that that's that self-defense round. It's got the little star pattern right there. It's kind of cool. I don't know if you can see that. That is neat-o burrito. And after all of it, he still has his nipples. That's kind of nuts. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, that Hornady self-defense rounds, I mean, they just leave little star holes. That's pretty crazy. That is absolutely crazy just how much this guy took. He took an entire box Super X number 4 shot. He took 20 rounds of triple-aught buck. He took, what was it, 2. He took 2 44 magnums and spit them back in our faces. Just like that. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. That's just crazy. That is absolutely insane. All right, I'm gonna stop talking now because I'm just rambling at this point. So I've been going to a weekly Bible study. I've only gone 1 week, but I think what we read last week was pretty important. I can take this stuff off now. What we read last week was pretty important, and it can be deemed important to anybody. I mean, whether you're a Christian or an agnostic or a atheist or whatever. I mean, what we read last week is some pretty good stuff. So, all right, I'm not sure at what point my GoPro cut off, so I'll just restart in saying that we read James chapter 3 in Bible study last week, and I thought it was a pretty compelling piece of scripture that is important to everybody and not just Christians. So I want to share this with you. This is a King James version, so it's kind of wonky in the way that it says it. My brethren, be not many masters, knowing that we shall receive greater condemnation. Basically, he's saying that teachers are held to a higher standard in judgment day than everybody else is. So going on from that, for in many things we offend all. If any man offended not in the word, the same is a perfect man, and able to also bridle the whole body. Behold, we put bits in the horses' mouths, that they may obey us, and we turn about their whole body. Behold also the ships, which though they be so great, are driven of fierce winds, yet are turned about with a very small helm, or rudder. Whithersoever, that's a cool word, the governor listeth. Even so the tongue is a little member, and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell. For every kind of beast and bird, and of serpents and things in the sea, is tamed and hath been tamed of mankind. But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. Therewith bless we God, even the Father, and therewith we curse we men, which are made after the similitude of God, or in the likeness of God. Out of the same mouth proceedeth blessings and cursing, my brethren, and these things ought not to be so. Doth a fountain send forth at the same time sweet water and bitter? Can a fig tree, my brethren, bear olive berries, either fine figs? So can no fountain both yield salt water and fresh. So basically, the dumbed down version of that is your tongue is a very small part of your body, but it has the power to completely unravel things in everyday life. I can, really do some damage with my tongue, and I have in the past. I'm not claiming to be on any sort of moral high ground or anything like that. I know I am very much guilty of using my tongue for the wrong things, as is really everyone else in this world. I mean, we've got hate speech and bigotry and whatever all those other fancy words are that people want to smack onto just talking. I mean, here in America, we have freedom of speech, and I think that a lot of people abuse that to just be straight up jerks, and it's not great. In there, he uses the analogies of like the bit in the mouth of a horse is just a very small thing, but with the bit you can completely control the path that the horse takes. I mean, you want him to go left, you yank that rein left and he'll go left. You want it to go right, wow, I'm all sorts of mixed around. You want him to go right, he'll go right with that bit. I mean, and then with the rudder, the little rudder in the back of the big boat, I mean, usually it's small compared to the size of the boat, but compared to the size of the boat, it is very small. Compared to the rest of my body, my tongue is a very small thing. But it changes the course of this giant ship, just with the direction that the rudder goes. And so kind of like the moral basically is everybody should be very careful and diligent on the things they say and the effects that the things they say have on people, because you can, I mean, you can really do some damage with the words that you speak. I had a notes page with like a perfect little overview of what I wanted to talk about. I was going to read off my phone, but then my SD card on my GoPro filled up. And so yeah, now we're here. So now I have to try to remember everything that I wrote down. But yeah, we just need to practice. We just need to use our tongues better. We need to speak kinder to people, and we need to use our mouths to spread truth and wisdom and good things. Ephesians 4:29 is, I can't think of, you know what, I'll just read it. Ephesians 4:29. Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the heavens. So basically, use your words to build others up rather than tear them down. That's what that edifying is, you know, spiritually building. So yeah. Sorry if this segment was not for you, but I thought it was important enough to share. So without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment. I would really appreciate it if we could hit 35 likes. That'd be awesome. I'll drink some hot sauce for it if we do. So yeah, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. And thank you, Sergeant Silverback, for being so brave in the line of duty. Thanks for watching.